You're watching the Rollerson Broadcasting Network.
Rollerson Broadcasting presents
talk about Juneteenth. So what do you want to learn about Juneteenth? You know what? I just found out today. Maybe everybody knew that. Did you know? I just found this out about 4 hours ago that on Juneteenth you eat red food. You eat red food. Did anybody? Am I the first? Oh, I feel better. The reason they said that you eat red food, you drink the red Kool-Aid and things like that is because it represents the blood that was shed during slavery. Now we know. All right, so you want to learn about Juneteenth. Now this story, Juneteenth is an annual holiday commemorating the end of slavery in the United States, and it's been celebrated by African Americans since the late 1880s. But in recent years, we can almost say recent months, and particularly following the nationwide protest over police brutality and the deaths of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and other Black Americans, there is a renewed interest in the day that celebrates what? That celebrates freedom. What's Juneteenth? On June 19th, and this year it's going to be the Saturday, my mom's birthday, about 2 months after the Confederate General Robert E. Lee surrendered in Virginia, Gordon Granger, a Union general, arrived in Galveston, Texas, to inform enslaved African Americans of their freedom, and the Civil War had ended. General Granger's announcement put into effect the Emancipation Proclamation, which had been issued more than 2.5 years earlier on January 1st, 1863, by President Abraham Lincoln. And I know a lot of ministers in here, and I can't help but think of the scripture, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. They deliberately kept the knowledge away from the slaves because they wanted one more, let's have one more clock. Let's just use their bodies, let us use their minds just one more time, and then we'll let them know we're free. Well, I got news for them. As a believer, I believe whom the Son has set free was free indeed. And Jesus Christ put us free 2,000 years ago on a hill called Calvary. Just letting you know that. Alrighty then. So the holiday received its name by combining June and 19th, hence we get the June 19th, and it's called Juneteenth Independence Day. Now how's it celebrated? Well, the original celebration became an annual one, and it grew into popularity, but then you notice it faded away for a while. But Juneteenth.com tracks a lot of celebrations, and in 1872, a group of African Americans pulled their money together, and there were ministers and there were businessmen, just like we have in this room today, purchased 10 acres of land and created Emancipation Park. And this space was intended to just kind of hold the annual Juneteenth celebration. And today, people are they're going to have their celebrations, they're going to drink the red Kool-Aid, they're going to eat the red food, and food, of course, for any picnic is going to be an integral part in some cities. They're going to have parades and festivals.
Reaching out, closing up the distance, instead celebrate all the ways we're different. I am optimistic, and yes, I do believe we have the power to make this world a better place. But if it's ever gonna change, we gotta come together, me and you. We gotta come together, me and you, in a moment of truth. Na 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 na, na 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 na, yeah yeah na 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 na, na na
have over 2,000 pictures of North Tulsa.
I've siphoned from her for years.
The pictures date back to 1899.
Wow.
I tell the story of how we got here, why we're here, who brought us here, and what they did when they got here. The Florence is, if she'll hold a cover, I'm writing a book. That's not true. I'm compiling a book.
Tell them the title.
If These Bricks Could Talk. And we will start, like I said, back in the 1800s with how we got here. We didn't just fall out of the sky, you know. So when I get through, and believe me, the people at my house swear that this book is never gonna get finished, because people keep bringing me information and bringing me, and I don't want to leave anybody, anything, or whatever out, wherever possible. So the book will be the first series. We're gonna have to do it in a series. We're doing it from the 1800s to 1920.
Watching the Rollerson Broadcasting Network.
Rollerson Broadcasting presents.
make me someone the world wants to hold back? Black is the color of dirty clothes, the color of grimy hands and feet. Black is the color of darkness, the color of tired, beaten streets. Why did you give me thick lips and a broad nose and kinky hair? Why did you make me someone who receives the hated stare? Black is the color of a bruised eye when somebody gets hurt. Black is the color of darkness. Black is the color of dirt. How come my bone structure is so thick? My hips and cheeks are high. How come my eyes are brown and not the color of the daylight sky? Why do people think I'm useless? How come I feel so used? Why do some people see my skin and think, I should be abused? Lord, I just don't understand. What is it about my skin? Why do some people want to hate me and not know the person within? Black is what people are listed when others want to keep them away. Black is the color of shadows cast. Black is the end of day. You know, my own people mistreat me, and I know this just isn't right. They don't like my hair or the way I look. They say I'm too dark or too light. Lord, don't you think it's time for you to make a change? Why don't you do recreation and just make everyone the same? And you know the Lord's gonna have the last word. This is what God said. Listen to this. Why did I make you black? Why did I make you black? Get off your knees and look around. Tell me, what do you see? I didn't make you in the image of darkness. I made you in the likeness of me. I made you the color of coal from which beautiful diamonds are formed. I made you the color of oil, the black gold that keeps people warm. I made you from the rich, dark earth that can grow the food you need. Your color is the same as a panther's, known for her beauty and speed. Your color is the same as a black stallion, a majestic animal is he. I didn't make you in the image of darkness. I made you in the likeness of me. All of the colors of a heavenly rainbow can be found throughout every nation. And when all those colors were blended well, you became my greatest creation. Your hair is the texture of lamb's wool. Such a humble little creature is he. I am the shepherd who watches over them, and I am the one who still watches over thee. You are the color of midnight sky. I put the stars glitter in your eyes. There's a smile hidden in your pain. There's a reason your cheeks are high. You are the color of dark clouds formed when I send my strongest weather. I made your lips full, so when you kiss the ones you love, they will remember. Your stature is strong, your bone structure thick to withstand the burdens of time. And the reflection you see in the mirror, that image looking back at you, is mine.
be back like before.
You're watching the Rollerson Broadcasting Network.
Rollerson Broadcasting presents.
I was contacted a long time ago by Leon to show up here this evening and speak for 3 minutes. Customer said, well, what do you want me to talk about? He said, history. So let me tell you a little bit about a legal history that perhaps some of you already know. Right after the massacre, the city of Tulsa passed an ordinance that required people to rebuild with brick only, because many of the survivors of the massacre were living in tents and were building wooden houses. And in fact, quite frankly, the purpose of that ordinance was to make black people leave Tulsa.
Right on.
And some black lawyers.
That way you couldn't
one by the
rebuild.
name of Chappelle, and one by the name of Spearman, and there was another one whose name I don't know. They filed a lawsuit against the city of Tulsa, and they were successful. And they won $1 million lawsuit, And much of it was, and there were other black people who survived the massacre who rebuilt their homes and businesses on their own. So certainly, as people of color, we are resilient, we are determined, and we are successful.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, Leon Rollerson and Leon Rollerson Band featuring Ray Rose.
I hope you had a wonderful time watching our show today. We had a wonderful time bringing it to you. I'm Leon Rollerson.
And I am Giselle Bagby. Thank you so much.